What's interesting to me about the price action is like you were tweeting. I mean, I get up at an unreasonable hour. You were awake at a reasonable hour in Vienna. But the reality is that you were tweeting this. Nobody else was tweeting it, and it was clearly the first explicit bearish supply concern that really I've seen on Twitter in a long time. And again, like we're not talking about like just the media. We're talking institutional buy-side meetings. Lots and lots of people are long oil. Lots and lots of people are hoping that the charts go higher. Then all of a sudden, we get like what is it? And we're not talking about being wrong by a month here, Joe. We're talking about being wrong by 3 or 4 hours later.
Yeah.
Now you got oil going down, and people are. Is anybody talking about supply the way that you are?
No, I mean, I agree with you. People want to talk this market up. I mean, the oil's down, I think, because the Saudis are saying they're ready to increase supply. And that's, there's really two things that I took away from private conversations I had that I'll just share without naming names. But, the Saudis are uncomfortable with prices at $50. They don't think it's warranted. They think it's sentiment driven. And so that's one indication. Also, people who are doing sort of the technical research regarding supply and demand at OPEC, the institution, are also really concerned about $50 being fragile and not supported. And they're very cautious about it. I mean, they don't want to get into what the price should be, but just on a pure supply demand standpoint, they think $50 they're very suspect about $50. So, I mean, I don't have to be a rocket scientist, right? I mean, those two indicators for me, the Saudis are really the players that can, do things here, and now the Iranians who are trying to get back, their market share, so they're not going to agree to any kind of supply ceiling or freeze in the meantime. So all of that is bearish for oil in my book in the near term. The important part here, Keith, is what are U.S. producers going to be doing at this price signal? And just from people that I talked to in the producer community, I was in Houston about 10 days ago, they are very cautious about this price. They don't believe it. They've been burned before when there's been rallies. They are not, they're going to wait and see what happens here. And I think, they're still very, very cautious about this price rally.